mechanical coupling. So for example, if I shook your arm, I shook your arm, but your arm shook, right? So you didn't necessarily shake your arm, I shook it. So if we get these muscles in here that are tense, and if they're taxed too long, they will start to shake and they will act on our larynx, causing a little bit of a instability and sometimes that inconsistent vibrato. Make sense? So our goal is to be as lazy as possible. No, that's my goal. But we're trying to use as little muscles as possible and still get the job done. So decompress, release these muscles here, especially these ones here in the neck. And we're going to do, where's my C sharp? Did I ask for that already?
No, we didn't get it.
Bass and baritone. Take a breath whenever you need to. You go to E. Bass baritone slightly. There you go, perfect. A. 2 decibels louder. Ah. Basses and baritones, when you're changing the vowels, you're also changing the pitch a bit. There's actually a study done that's actually pretty common, but resist that urge. E, A, E, A. Even that when I was trying, you could still hear just a bit of a pitch bend. So try your hardest, especially from A to Ah. That's the biggest culprit because there's so much tongue movement here. So keep the tongue movement small and just be aware of that pitch change tendency for humans. Basses and baritones. Back to hum, please. Y'all are really good at this. Good. A. 1 decibel louder. And these muscles are disengaged. A. Ah. You got the pitch. Oh. Difficult game.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go E, A, Ah, and the leads and the tenors are going to go down a half a step. It'll be E, A, Ah, O, and the basses and the tenors go E, A, Ah, O. Can we try that?
Do you want to speak after me?
Leads and tenors down a half a step, basses and baritones up a half a step on Ah. Ah, ah,
We all in the
oh,
unison,
oh.
we starting in the unison pitch instead of octaves apart.
No, we'll be fifth apart still.
No, but you don't want us like down here.
No, in your octave. Take a breath when you need to. You're releasing these muscles. In. E. A. Not quite A yet. A. There's not enough anus in that sound.
There wasn't.
Find your pitch again with a hum. That was a good one. E. A. Ah. No, bass and baritones are going to go ah. Oh, right. Leads and tenors are going to go all the way. Here we go. That took us a second, but we got it. The interval that we're singing when we first start is a perfect fifth, correct? And then when we move closer together, what is the interval? It's a perfect fourth.
Oh, that's right, because they're moving too.
Yeah, perfect fourth. And that is that makes up about 98% of barbershop harmony. At some point, there's going to be a perfect fifth. The basses are going to be on the fifth, on the root, and some of the parts, baritone and the lead, are going to be on a fifth above that.
Yeah.
And so it behooves us to make sure that those intervals are correct. If the bass is not on the root, they're usually on the fifth of the chord, and that means somebody is a perfect fourth above them at some point. So getting these perfect fourths and perfect fifths in tune will help us up our game in terms of our tuning capacities. When we sing perfect fifths, you notice how fussy I'm being about making sure that they are wide. But did you notice that when I had to go to a perfect fourth, you went up a half a step, you're like, that's not quite enough still. That's because perfect fourths, when we tune the way that we tune, just intonation, right? That is narrow. So that's why when you went up a half a step, it's like a half a step and 16 cents. Okay? Let's do that again. Bum, bum, wee. A. Ah. So that's a big half step, right? That's just not quite enough. You can just, maybe just give me a hair on the lower side of that. E. Good E. A. Ah. Here we go. No, not yet. Stay on your perfect bit. Cool. Now we're gonna fuss with it a bit. Leads and tenors are gonna stay where they are. Basses and baritones are gonna go up a whole step. Now you're a perfect fourth apart. So when we get to the ah, instead of going up a half a step, basses and baritones, you're gonna go down a half a step. And instead of going down a half a step, leads and tenors, you're gonna go up a half a step. So we're gonna go from perfect fourth to perfect fifth, back to this way. Right? Make sense?
What? Yes.
We'll get there. E. A. That's eh. That's definitely eh. A. Unison. There you go. Ah. A little higher. Ooh, you had to come up a bunch for that, right? Cool. So then the next thing we would do is the basses and baritones would stay here, and the leads and tenors would go up a whole step, and then we would be back at a perfect fifth, and we'd go down to fourth, fifth, fourth, fifth, fourth, like that. That's a really cool exercise to get your ear to get a little bit sharper. Good for you.
Yeah.
Guys, is there a four-part song that you guys, that's polka-ish?
Polka-ish. Yeah, it's not polka-ish, but we know pretty well.
And then it's just
Are
pretty.
you looking just for something to just to?
Lip buzz and then sing, lip buzz, sing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gosh.
And it's hot in here.
Really?
Really?
This is like the first day it feels
We're all
like
comfortable at music when
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go get my
because you're working.
Yeah. All eyes are on you.
Is there a short
What's
song that we
the,
know?
the
Or maybe
theme
a
song?
song,
yeah.
second chorus to the end?
That's fine. I said Wild Weather is pretty much the only
Let's just do
thing
Wild
that's
Weather.
very.
Let's just do
Will you
that.
direct it,
It's a little more
Mr.
Yeah.
Richard? And
cheeky,
then,
right? Just skip the intro.
so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you do that lip buzz or the tongue trill or singing the letter V. And then when Richard says so, jump over to the words and then back and forth. He's gonna just kind of let you know when to switch. And the goal is that you do not lose any energy between the buzzing and the singing, nor do you waste any extra air.
Okay, first chord.
I had water.
Tiny little breath.
Okay.
Words. Buzz. Words. Buzz. Words. Buzz. Words. Buzz. Words. I'll open for words. Buzz. Words. Gotcha.